Hi ladies, welcome to my studio, and today I have Carolyn Spector in my studio today to discuss what her personal style is and how that relates to the jewelry that she loves to wear and the jewelry that she doesn't. If you don't know me already, I'm Tracy Gold and I'm a personal stylist and fashion YouTube influencer for women over 40. And I'm super excited to be sharing this process and fun with you today, and of course with Carolyn. So tell us a little bit about you.
So my name is Carolyn. I'm 58 years old. Unfortunately, in the recent past, I had two tragic losses. Both my husband and my mom passed away. So I'm in the process of reinventing myself at the moment, and I'm doing that through my personal style.
That's amazing. So tell me a little bit about how your personal style has changed because of the tragedies that you've experienced in your life.
Well, unfortunately, some of the transformation is because I gained a lot of weight through the process of taking care of my husband and my mom. So because of the 40 pounds that I've gained, I've had to sort of look at my clothes and try to find funky, appropriate clothing that still looks good on me, though, as a size 12 versus a size 4.
Okay. And how have you found that process to be?
It has been challenging, but I've learned through a lot of self-help to love myself no matter how I look, and I'm pretty comfortable now with who I am. So
that's amazing. So how have you adjusted your personal style to suit the body shape that you have now? Because you still want to look and feel fabulous, right? And you have a fabulous sense of style. I mean, we just have to look behind here and see all these things to see what your personal style is. So how have you adjusted it, Carolyn?
So I've been trying to buy clothes that are simple, but that can be accentuated with fabulous jewelry, pocketbooks, and shoes.
And so that's why these shoes have come about. These are incredible. Wow. How do you walk in these?
It's very challenging, but when you wear them when you're going somewhere where you're going to be sitting more than standing. So.
Okay.
But they definitely make you look fabulous.
Okay. So I'd like to take a look at some of the clothes that she has brought on the rack. And so we're going to go into a little bit more detail of what your personal style is and then how it has adjusted.
Absolutely.
So Carolyn, I noticed that most of the things on the rack are black.
Yes.
Except for a few little exceptions. So speak to me about this one.
So when I saw it, I fell in love. I love the bling. I love silver, platinum colors, and I tend to wear black all the time, but you always have to have a little bling with whatever you're wearing. So when I'm going out to an event, this can be worn with so many different things, and I just love it. So it's one of those pieces that will stay in my closet forever.
What does this say about your personality?
So I can be quite fun and eclectic and crazy and blingy and, perky.
Which is awesome. I love that. Okay, so that's a lot of fun. And then I see a lot of black.
Yes.
Okay, lots of black. Lots of women wear a lot of black. Now, what I want to ask is suddenly there's this pop of something fun.
Yes.
Color, print.
Yes.
Okay, so there's all this black, a
yes,
little bit of bling, and then what's this about?
So last year I discovered these kind of prints, and it just makes you happy. I've transitioned from a job where I could wear more things like this to a more serious job now where I have to wear more black, but I love to wear something like this with just a white pair of jeans.
Okay.
And you look presentable, and it's also amazing for the weekend. I wear them when I go out for dinner, just my go-to piece.
So what is it that you love about this, Carolyn? What do you think it says about you when you wear this?
Well, first of all, I love the off-shoulder look. It's kind of sexy, and so when you don't love the way your arms look, this gives you the coverage but makes you feel sexy. It's comfortable.
I just want to say that is a very good point because our shoulders don't really change.
Yes.
The rest of us may change, but the shoulders always look good, and so it's a really good way of, wearing a sexy, fun top.
And it cuts off at the perfect place. So it covers what you want to be covered, but it still shows your bottom half and whatever cool pants you're wearing. So it's really the perfect piece for me.
Okay. Now, what I find very interesting is that now we're going to switch to your jewelry.
Okay.
Because I'm seeing a lot of black with a little bit of bling, and then there's a sudden burst of color. I'm also noticing that what you're wearing, you have black with a bit of bling, and then you have some very focal, beautiful real jewelry pieces.
Yes.
So speak to me about this and how that comes together for you.
So when I'm getting up in the morning and I'm getting ready for a meeting or whatever I need to do, it's usually going to be a black version of something. I have lots of beautiful black blazers and tops and pants. But the jewelry will always then speak to how I'm feeling that particular day. So this is a piece that I tend to always wear. It's a new piece though that I got to represent relationship with my mom after she passed away. So I tend now, though, to always wear the same thing, and I'm really excited talking with you because now I'm thinking about how to mix and match some of my other pieces.
Okay. Speaking of other pieces, I want to bring this out. I mean, this is amazing. And this actually looks like a dress, which I think is so cool. Yes. Cute little pink hanger. So speak to me about this jewelry, because this is very different from that.
Yes. So I love the chunkiness of it. I love the texture of it. And, I tend to pick pieces that have a beautiful accent on the bottom too, not just the beads. So I have the hamsa here. I have the bling here on this one with the fringe, which I love. And my favorite thing, having worked with children with craniofacial conditions, is skulls. So I love anything that has a skull on it. So these pieces, when you put them on, you just feel great because it's really a focal piece. And especially if you're wearing black, it just says, look, wow, I'm here. And this is like a great statement.
You know what I love about this is that I feel that what this represents is a piece of this.
Yes, absolutely.
So it brings, what I like about what you're saying is that it brings some color and fun and whimsicalness to your all black look that needs to be more official, more formal, more trustworthy. It's kind of funny that we perceive this as not being trustworthy because you're the same person, but it is a weird thing. I think the way we dress does say a lot about us, and especially when doing business.
I work with large investors and doctors and attorneys and business people day in and day out, and people do comment, interestingly enough, just validates that I am dressing the right way to play the part that I need to play right now.
I think that is so important. But you are able to bring some fun into your look. And then when all else fails, you have your shoes.
Yes, there's nothing like shoes and pocketbooks and jewelry to make you look fabulous.
Okay, and so speak to me about your shoes.
So I actually bought these shoes to go with this outfit. I have a couple of black tie events and weddings to go to. So this is the perfect shoe because look at the heel. It's a decent size heel that you're not going to kill yourself in. And this in the back holds your foot in, so you look sexy and beautiful, but you can walk, and you can actually wear them for 3 or 4 hours.
Okay. So do you feel, Carolyn, that your personal style has changed a lot as your body has changed?
No, I really don't. I have always been fun and funky and eclectic, but I have to find clothes that are a 12 as opposed to a 4 that enable me to still feel and look that way. But I've been able to do it. You just have to look carefully.
And what I love is that you've really you've kind of transitioned your look to suit your body shape without losing who you are.
Exactly.
Without losing that expression of who you are. Okay, so now there's a jewelry box that I want to get into.
Okay.
And so we're going to take a look at the jewelry and see what it is that you're wearing and what you aren't wearing.
Sounds great.
What are the pieces that you are still wearing?
So when my husband passed away, I decided to repurpose my engagement band. There were 21 emerald cut stones. So I had it put in a new ring and an earring. So those are things that I will keep forever. But there are other pieces in here that are either old boyfriend pieces or pity jewelry pieces that I'd be more than happy to repurpose.
So let's look at which is the old boyfriend piece.
So this is one of the old boyfriend pieces that I'd be very happy to get away. It was sort of a pseudo wedding band that he gave me at one point before we were engaged. We never did get engaged. But so this I'd be very happy to get rid of.
Okay.
I have lots of earrings. I have lots of diamond hoops, many, many pairs of them. You really only need one. I don't need so many.
Absolutely.
And this ring is absolutely magnificent, and I loved it when I bought it. But it was really is when my husband was diagnosed and we were doing my daughter's bat mitzvah. And I bought it to sort of make myself feel better because it was the only thing I could do at the time to really make myself feel better. So it sort of brings back bad memories, and it also is just a little too much for me. At the time, it was something that I loved, but it's too much, and I'd love to get rid of it.
You see, that's so interesting because I think we often look at pieces that we used to love and think, oh, I used to love it, and so therefore I need to hold on to it. But sometimes it's not serving us.
Exactly.
And, sometimes there are things that we really do want, that it could be clothing, it could be jewelry, it could be other things, it could be trips, that could really, by selling these pieces, you really could then do something that you really want to do. And it feels to me that because you have gone through this transition and you've had to let go of a lot, that really focusing on where you want to go in your future could be amazing for you.
Absolutely. One of the things that I've started to do now that I'm healing and feeling better is collecting art. And I was never able to do that unless both my husband and I loved it or my mom approved, but now I don't need approval from anybody. And I've bought several new pieces recently, and there's 2 pieces that I would like to acquire, and selling the jewelry here would then enable me to do that. So it's actually very exciting.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So would you say, Carolyn, that really starting to become clear on your personal style as it is now, and then celebrating what your style is and how you still get to express yourself.
Absolutely.
Then also makes it easier to say, if this isn't really working for me, do I necessarily need to hold on to it?
Very true, yes. Yeah, and there's a lot here that I do not need to hold on to. And so I'm weeding through, and I have to decide, what does this piece really mean to me? Does it bring me joy? It sounds trite, but it's so true.
I love that.
So
yes,
the pieces that I wear every day definitely bring me joy. There's some pieces here I like to mix and match, but it's a very small piece, and I don't need to keep all that other stuff around it when I could have other great things.
Yes, and I also think that sometimes when we have too much, we have so many options, we often don't wear the things, and it takes us longer to get ready in the morning. It makes it more complicated. I'm really excited about this for you, is that you can let go of some of these things and really just step into the space of your new life. And I love what you said about the art because, not to make small of your husband dying or your mom dying, because that definitely isn't, but to see something and say, well, I really like this and now I can buy it for myself, and oh hey, let me go and get rid of the pity party jewelry and give it over to Worthy and let them sell it for me, and I can buy the painting that I really want.
Absolutely.
And that represents your joy in your now and in your future.
Yes.
And that's really beautiful.
Yeah. The only way to really deal with adversity is with resilience. You have to turn the bad into something positive, and that's what I've been trying to do. So.
That's amazing, Carolyn. Thank you so much for sharing. And so is there anything else you'd like to add? Is there anything that would make it easier for you to let go of jewelry? Because I think as women, we tend to be very emotionally attached to pieces. And so is there anything that you would just like to impart to the viewers that you think would help them to let go of the things that are not working for them?
Well, I think it's the same concept as when you go through your closet. If you haven't worn it in the last 3 to 6 months, are you really going to wear it? And if it has a special role in your life and good memories, then keep it. But if it's just there, sitting there, think about using it for a wonderful other purpose in your life.
Yes. I love that. So thank you, ladies. I hope you found this really useful and that this inspires you to let go of the things that no longer work for you and embrace the things that do, and possibly get ready to shop the things that you really want, because we all have a shopping list, right?
Absolutely.